In 1985, a hot dog and a soda at this store cost $1.50. Today, after 40 years of inflation, after the price of everything else has tripled, it still costs exactly $1.50. Adjusted for inflation, it should be $4.50. Every hot dog sold loses money, and they sell about 245 million of them a year. Any consultant would call this madness. But this company is one of the most profitable retailers in human history, and that money-losing hot dog might be the single smartest thing it does. Today, the beautiful, upside-down economics of Costco. Because here's the secret we'll unpack in the next 10 minutes. Costco looks like a store. It isn't one. Welcome back to the Money Atlas. Quick thing before we dig in. If you enjoy stories that make the world make sense, subscribing is the best way to see the next one, and it costs you nothing. All right, let's get into it. Let's size the beast first. $269.9 billion in sales last fiscal year. That makes Costco the third largest retailer on the planet. Now, Walmart does more, but Walmart needs over 10,000 stores to do it. Costco does its $250 billion through just 914 warehouses. Per building, nothing else in retail comes close. Each Costco warehouse averages roughly $300 million a year, the output of a small town, flowing through one concrete box with no decoration, no music, and floors made of bare cement. Here's how retail is supposed to work. Buy products cheap, mark them up 25 to 50%, pocket the difference. Costco broke the machine on purpose. Internal policy caps markups at around 14% on brand products, a rule treated as sacred. The company's gross margin is 11%. A conventional retailer runs more than double that. Selling at those margins, after paying for buildings, wages, and electricity, Costco's merchandise business barely breaks even. Read that again. The world's third largest retailer makes almost nothing selling things, so where does the money come from? From the card in your wallet. $5.32 billion in membership fees last year, $65 a year for basic, $130 for executive. That fee money has no products attached to it, no shipping, no shelves. It is nearly pure profit, and it makes up roughly 2/3 of everything Costco earns. This is the reveal. Costco is not a retailer. It's a subscription business wearing a warehouse costume. The store exists to justify the fee. Netflix sells shows for a monthly fee. Costco sells the feeling of never overpaying, for $65 a year. And here's the number Wall Street actually watches. 92% of American members renew every single year. 9 out of 10 people voluntarily resubscribing to a supermarket. Roughly 140 million cardholders worldwide, renewing at rates most streaming services and every gym on earth can only dream about. When 92% renew, next year's profit is basically pre-ordered. The entire business now reduces to one question. What makes 140 million people keep paying to be allowed to shop? The answer is a masterclass in psychology. Because the fee doesn't just fund Costco, it rewires you. The moment you've paid $65 for the right to shop, a switch flips in your brain. Now you have to make it back. Economists call it the sunk cost effect. Costco built a business model on it. Every visit becomes a mission to extract value. You buy the giant ketchup not because you need it, but because the deal proves your membership was smart. The customer who pays to shop shops harder. It's the same trick as a casino buffet or an all-inclusive resort, except here, the house wants you to win. And to keep you winning, Costco makes a promise it enforces with fanatical discipline. Nothing in this building is a rip-off. Not one item. That promise is why the hot dog can never go up. The day the hot dog costs $2, the spell breaks. If they'd raise that, what else are they quietly raising? Costco's founder reportedly told his CEO successor that raising the hot dog price would be grounds for, let's say, extreme consequences. The dog stays at $1.50 because it's not food. It's the physical proof of the promise, sold 600 times a minute. Same story at the chicken counter. The rotisserie chicken has cost $4.99 since 2009, even though producing one costs $6 to $7. Costco sells around 100 million birds a year and eats an estimated $30 to $40 million in losses, happily. It even built its own chicken processing plant to keep the price pinned. Why? Because the chicken lives at the back of the store. A $5 dinner walks you past $10,000 of televisions, jackets, and croissants. The chicken loses a battle. It wins the war every single day. Now for the mechanical genius nobody notices. What's asterisk missing asterisk? A Walmart supercenter carries over 100,000 different products. Costco carries about 4,000. One brand of ketchup, 3 kinds of toothpaste. This sounds like weakness. It's the superpower. Fewer choices mean each product sells in colossal volume. And colossal volume means Costco can walk into any supplier on earth and dictate terms. 4,000 items also means less shelving labor, faster turnover, and products that often sell before Costco has even paid the supplier for them. The empty shelf space, that's where the margin hides. And when a supplier won't play ball, Costco unleashes its enforcer, Kirkland Signature. The house brand did $90 billion in sales last year, 1/3 of everything Costco sells. Let that sink in. A store brand with zero advertising budget generates more revenue than Nike, more than Coca-Cola, more than Netflix. Kirkland exists as a standing threat. Give us your best price, or we'll make it ourselves, put our name on it, and your customers will discover they never needed you. Rumor has it some Kirkland products come from the exact factories of the brands sitting next to them, at half the price. There's one more heresy. Retail wisdom says, labor is a cost, minimize it. Costco pays its warehouse workers dramatically above the industry average, with healthcare, and promotes floor workers into management. Wall Street analysts have criticized this for decades, literally complaining Costco is too generous. But look at the result. Employee turnover among the lowest in retail, decades of accumulated skill, and theft and error rates competitors can't touch. Costco discovered that a well-paid employee is like the hot dog, an expense on paper, an asset in reality. Does the upside-down playbook actually beat the normal one? Here's 20 years of scoreboard. $100 in the S&P 500 in 2005 became about $640. The same 100 in Costco became roughly 2,600. Costco outperformed almost every glamorous tech stock of its era, a company whose product is warehouses full of bulk mayonnaise. Slow, boring trust compounded faster than innovation. The market spent 20 years calling Costco's generosity inefficient, and Costco spent 20 years cashing the difference. So here's the Costco recipe, and notice how weird it is. Sell products at nearly zero profit, so the prices themselves become your advertising. Charge instead for membership, for access to the promise. Take visible, theatrical losses on a hot dog and a chicken as proof the promise is real. Pay your people so well they never leave. Every move loses money on paper. Every move prints money in reality. Costco figured out that in retail, the scarcest commodity isn't margin. It's being believed. Last week we met a country that got rich selling certainty. Today, a company that does the same thing with hot dogs. The pattern is no accident. Trust, it turns out, is the world's highest margin product. So if you got something out of this, do 3 quick things. Tap like so more people find it. Subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And turn on notifications, because next time we head into the jungle to a 50-mile ditch that prints $5 billion a year, holds the world economy hostage, and is slowly running out of water. All the sources are in the description. This has been the Money Atlas. See you in the next one.